Hey guys, Flame here, and today we are going to be on ABA, but this is not a ranked 1v1 video. This is the much anticipated Naruto ranked worst to best. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if we go to my community tab, go down to here, yep, Naruto destroyed the votes. We're finally getting this video out. It's been so long. I keep promising it, but never dropping it. But yeah, we are going to be ranking the Naruto characters from worst to best, and just to let you guys know, like I always say, this is my opinion. I did have help from, you know, my two usual people that help me with these lists, Builder and Torch. Yeah, so we have our list. If you disagree with some spots, tell me in the comments. If you agree with the list, tell me in the comments. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like the video. If this video gets 400 likes, we will do another ranked worst to best, and when this video hits 400 likes, I will put the poll up in my community tab for which roster we will do next. And yeah, so check if you see that this video has 400 likes, check my community tab, vote on the next roster. Big MHA, please. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into the rankings. Alright, at number 14 in dead last place, I think this comes as no surprise, but we have Gara. Gara is trash. Hot dog water. Never want to use this character again. I used him yesterday for the freaking top 5 rework video. Oh brother. Had a stroke playing that character. Gara is not, it's not even close. It's really not. Like, 13 is pretty bad as well, but Gara is just so much worse. Like, Gara is just trash. Gara is trash. And if you don't think Gara is trash, you're weird. This is the only spot on this list where I don't think it's negotiable. Like, this is not even an opinion at this point. Gara is shit. Gara is trash. So Gara is going to sit in 14. Okay, so for 13, we have Pain. Pain is a character that I actually would rather use than a lot of the other Naruto characters, like Kakashi, because I hate Kakashi, and I hate him a lot. Or TS Naruto, I hate TS Naruto as well. Or PTS Naruto, I hate all the Narutos, I hate Kakashi. I'd rather use Pain than them. But I can't deny that Pain is the second worst Naruto character. Ashura Path is pretty good. It's an autonomous move that can combo extend, but it's easy to block. It's very telegraphed. His block breaker needs to charge up to block break, and it's so easy to get away from. His pain paths don't even hit your enemy if you're getting hit, so they can't save you while you're getting boxed up, and half the time they don't even work. They also have an immense amount of startup and end lag, so like they're just very inconsistent. They're like, nothing more you can say about the clones. Like, they're good when they work, but most of the time they're never gonna work. Usually you just use it so they can get hit by the guard break. His pole is pretty garbage now. It used to be really good, but it's literally trash. First of all, even if they're point blank, well, first of all, you can't use pole point blank. You have to be a certain amount of distance away to even activate the ability, and even if you're as close as possible, the enemy can still block midway getting pulled. So like, literally, if they get pulled and don't block, it's a skill issue. Like, you can always block pull. Like, even if you get caught lacking and get pulled, you can still block midway going there. Like, it's so trash. The only way to really land it, like, without having them block, is like if they're in an animation, but like, it's just so bad. And what's his other move? He also has, wait, did I say all his moves? Yeah, I said all his moves. Yeah, he's just trash. And then his awakening, he has one of the worst ultimates, because you have to use pull to get them even under it, because they can just run away. But if they run too far, you can't even pull them under it. It's just, it's rough. But yeah, Pain is 13. Okay, at 12 we have TS Naruto. A lot of people are gonna say, no, he's so good, he's so brain dead, and I will admit he is brain dead. He's literally trash, but well, that didn't make sense. But He is brain dead, yes. You don't have to think to use him. You literally just Rasengan, 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 Rasengan. And then even in his awakening, it's more Rasengans. So, like, yeah, no, he is very brain dead. Probably the most brain dead character on this list. But he's still garbage, bro. If you lose to a TS Naruto, it's not because the TS Naruto was good. It's because you sold. Because every TS Naruto, he's so brain dead that you can't play him skillfully. Like, he literally is so predictable. He'll do the same things every time, no matter how good the Naruto is. Like, even a good Naruto, that just means they're gonna go for M1s. Like, but like, regardless, the Rasengans are the same. Like, if you lose to a TS Naruto, it was entirely, like, usually when you lose to somebody, it was because they played better than you. But no, if you lose to a TS Naruto, it's because you sold. You sold. It's not because of what they did, it's because of what you did. And that's why he's number 12, because he's so trash. It's entirely your fault if you lose to a TS Naruto. Like, it's not because the other person played good or anything, it's because you sold. Every single time you lose to one. Okay, at number 11, we have PTS Naruto, and this one is one of the most negotiable spots on the list. I just think he's, even though he got that mode buff, which is really good, I actually like that buff a lot, the chakra arm with the Rasengan, but I just don't like Naruto M1 mechanics. You have to delay your down slam just so it lands. If you down slam fast like a normal person, it literally won't work 90% of the time. His clones are decent, I guess, but they can, his clone throw is pretty good, usually goes behind block, but it can be cancelled. His second move is actually really good. That actually is best move. And then Rasengan's Rasengan. They either have a counter for it or they don't. But I just think the people above Naruto are just better. Like, PTS Naruto is better than TS Naruto for sure, but I still don't think PTS Naruto can make it higher on this list. Okay, at number 10, we have Modera, and Modera is here simply because he is super easy to counter. You literally just block everything, and then the fireball is the most telegraphed thing in the world, and you just dodge it. But he's above the people he's above, simply because his awakening is cracked. He has an iframe, so he can avoid guard breaks. He has pretty good combo potential if you go to M1 out of thin air. And if you're against a character that has a lot of like animations for their moves, like a lot of their moves have long animations, you can really destroy them with Modera, because every time they use a move with an animation, you can just use Susanoo strikes or whatever to get the 30 damage in free mode. But yeah, Modera is still very easy to counter, and yeah, he's not that good. He's decent, but there's so many bad matchups, like so much people will just counter you, and it's not even that hard to counter him even if you're not a counter pick, simply because of how easy it is to just not get hit by his moves. At number 9, we have Rock Lee. Rock Lee is the worst of the decent characters. Like, I'd say Rock Lee and then the, let's say, 4 people above him, 9 through 5 are all decent and pretty good, but Rock Lee is just the worst out of them. He has barely any range. The only range he has is shurikens. Shurikens are very good though. He has really good combo potential. He's got the iframes with primary lotus, and his mode is actually pretty good. But yeah, well, I mean, unless you fight an Xbox player, then you're just screwed. Ha ha ha, skill issue. But but yeah, no, they buffed his guard break a lot. I actually like it now. You just kind of down tilt into it and just spam, just be aggressive as possible and spam it, and you'll usually get hits off, and then you can go straight into his kit and just kind of do tons of damage. He's really good. He's just the easiest to counter out of all of the people above him, I'd say. But he just doesn't have any mid-range. He has shurikens, that's it, but everything else is just so close that it's like, I can't put him higher, even though I like him more than some of the people above him. Okay, at number 8, we have Neji. Neji has actually gotten a lot of buffs. Well, mainly, I'm speaking about the buff to rotation. And yeah, rotation is way better now. He's actually got a good guard break. But Neji, it's very predictable to like block his air palm, block his kunai, But he has good combos, like if you do 4M1s down slam, like grounded down slam, like not an aerial one, if you do a grounded down slam, attack cancel into his shuriken, and then go straight into his 64 trigrams, that will usually confirm it, and then you can go up into, you can M1 into your guard break, and then use air palm when they get knocked back by that. That's just a crap ton of damage. He has combos like that. You can ladder with the shuriken. He's just got a lot of good combos. His awakening is really good. It has a lot of pressure, but it's also not the hardest awakening to beat in the game. But it is a pretty good awakening. Overall, he's overall just a good character in general. Number 7, we have PTS Sasuke. PTS Sasuke is this high simply because of the buff. If you land your fireball jutsu, which is actually really easy to land because it comes out instantly and it has pretty decent range, and it's a barrage. If you just land the entire thing, you get a guaranteed lion's barrage. Like if you auto click, you can get M1s after it, but like that's cringy. I mean, if you really want to guarantee guarantee damage after it, you're confirmed to get a lion's barrage every single time. So what you can do is after you hit the fire, you can just lion's barrage, and then you throw the shurikens at them after you use lion's barrage, and that's just a guaranteed crap ton of damage off of the flamethrower. He also can ladder with his shurikens. He has Chidori, which is decent. Does a lot of damage. You just have to know when to use it, because a lot of moves do counter Chidori because they'll just damage trade with you. But nah, he has Lion Barrage is a good grab. And then his awakening got buffed. The shuriken does a lot more damage and it tracks. So his awakening is actually pretty good because you can do the same thing with fireball into Lion's Barrage, but then you also have a tracking Chidori and a tracking kunai that both do a ton of damage. So I'd say his awakening is better than Neji's. For the most part, at least. It's way easier to get guaranteed damage off. And I'd say his base is actually better than Neji's as well. His base, I really enjoy PTS Sasuke's base. He's definitely one of my favorite characters. And yeah, that's why he's at number 7. Number 6, we have Kakashi. Kakashi is my least favorite character to play in this game, and one of my least favorite characters to fight in this game. Overall, he's just a very unfun character, but I can't deny that running around with Kakashi move spamming until you get Kamui for the final stock is definitely a way you could win in this game. That is definitely a way people will beat you in this game. You can't deny that it's really easy to land his kunai. They do a crap ton of damage, and you could just, every time you land the headhunter, you go straight into a wall. That's more guaranteed damage. You could just spam Chidori even though it gets countered, and if they start countering it, then you just run even harder. And you literally just move spam. You just move spam Kakashi until you have your until you have your awakening, and then you just Kamui for the win. Like, he's so cheese and so unfun of a character, but he has to be this high on the list simply because he's cheese. Okay, at number 5 we have Minato. Minato is the best out of the good characters, but I don't think he makes it into the GOAT tier list, which is the last 4 characters are GOATs. Minato, basically you do his teleport kunai and then use his Rasengan. Now you're close to your enemy, you have a block breaking Rasengan. You either block break them or they take 40 damage. If they have a counter for Rasengan, then this doesn't work, but if they don't, this is very busted. If they get block broken, you just ladder with the shurikens. And if they do get block broken, you ladder with shurikens. If they don't get block broken, they took 40 damage. So it's just a lot of damage guaranteed. If you get an M1 with him, you can one-shot combo very easily by laddering with shurikens and then down slamming with Rasengan and using the teleport kunai to get the Rasengan instantly on your enemy while they're on the ground still. So he's got good combos, he's got good switch-ups, mix-ups. And you can also use the tag to guard break with your M1s easier by teleporting after the 4th M1 so you can down slam. Overall, he's just really good, really versatile. His awakening is pretty trash. I mean, it's decent. It's got 2 very high damaging moves, but they have a lot of startup. One's a Rasengan, one's a super long startup, tailed beast bomb. So they're very easy to counter, but if your opponent doesn't have counters for them, they're pretty good moves. But his awakening's still not the best. And yeah, why Minato's at number 5. Okay, now we're in the top 4, and these are the elite characters of the Naruto roster. So first up, we got number 4, Pts Sasuke. Pts Sasuke, he's got a really good guard break. It's easy to get a guard break with it. You can dash while you're in it to use the stun, the combo extend. It also dash makes so it's pretty unpunishable. He does a lot of burst damage. He does damage fast, quick. He's got a sword. One of the few Naruto characters that actually gets sword. You can up tilt into lightning blade and then use Senbon, and it will still be a true ladder, but the second set of M1s will have bonus damage. He also has the good get off me move, and then his awakening is Kieran, and Kieran is really good. Overall, he's just a really good character, and that's why he is at number 4. He's definitely one of the most slept on characters in the Naruto roster. Everybody sleep on him. I don't know why. Over here, he needs a rework. Nah. I love that character. He's one of my mains, bruh. Okay, now let's get into number 3. Number 3 would be Zabaza. Zabaza is really good. He can use Mist to stall out awakenings to start combos. You can up tilt into Mist and then down slam to make the down slam do 21 damage. You can ladder with the sword. You can end combos and block moves with his clone. And then his decapitate, if they double jump or if you're in a combo, it just does 40 damage. And if it block breaks, it combo extends. And even if it doesn't block break, you can dash behind them and up tilt if you're fast enough. And then his awakening got the buff, so it's basically 2 to 3. No, it's like you get what, 2 dragons, 2 free stocks. So yeah, Zabaza is just really good. The only reason why he's not higher is simply because the 2 characters above him are pretty cheese. Okay, and number 2 we have Hitachi, my main. Yeah, he is number 2 because his you as long as you're at least 1 stock below somebody, like you can be losing a whole stock and still win with Hitachi, because as long as you're that close in the running, his awakening is S tier and will carry you. And that's just talking about the awakening. In his base, he has so many switch ups. You can do demonic plus fireball, or demonic plus shurikens, or fireball demonic shurikens, and all of those have different uses of stunning and starting combos very easily, instant stun locks. And he has 3 combo extenders and he has so much combo potential in S tier mode, an instant stun, 3 switch up combos to start off combos if you're against a player that knows how to block. And he's got moving iframes. Like, they're trash moving iframes because you still feed them points and it's not invasive, but you still have it. It's still an option. You can still stall out awakenings with it. Overall, Hitachi's just got everything, bro. He's just really good. Okay, and number 1, I think this came to no one's surprise, but we have Might Guy. He has 8 modes. Need I say more? His 7th gate is stronger than majority of characters' normal modes, and that's not even his strongest mode. Can that just sink in? His 7th gate is stronger than 80% of this game's modes, and that's not even his final mode, bro. Like, and him, Grimjow, and Gilgamesh all have counters that can start combos, but his is different though, because his isn't just a counter. His is a freaking evasive. He has an evasive combo starter, an easy one-shot combo, 8 modes. Bro, he's just, I don't even need to explain myself. He's just number 1. He's just number 1. It's just that simple. Well, if you guys did enjoy this list, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your list down in the comments below if you do disagree with me. If you do agree with me, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, 400 likes for the next roster. Make sure to check my community tab when that like goal is hit. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.
Run, homie, run, to the touch. Your lungs spilling blood, your head feeling numb when I'm done. Somebody's tongue getting cut, blood gush from the guts. When I pull up on your clan, they gon' die. Trapped in my eyes, black in the side, goodbye. When I could be your crib, I spit fire, cause the sounds that I'm weaving. A slick, my whole village, I cried, then I leave with a limb. 1 blade, 2 eyes, I kill him so quick. Just like an humble mission, I stay hidden, I'm the villain. Switch shots, watch me flip.